Hello everyone, welcome to my presentation on the literature review on web accessibility in distance education. This is the content of my presentation. The instructional materials uploaded on website are not able enough to serve the differently able learners. To make them on the same level as others normal learners, web accessibility plays very important role. This literature review focuses on the use of web accessibility in distance education. Web Accessibility Initiative WAI is providing all the standards, tools and techniques to make website accessible for all kind of learners. WAI is part of the World Wide Web Consortium W3C, which is international organization working for developing web standards. WAI has designed the primary standard for web accessibility, which is known as WCAG, Web Content Accessibility Guidelines. The first version of WCAG was 1.0. Then they have released the second version, WCAG 2.0, on 11th December 2008. And after that, they have published WCAG 2.1 on 5th June 2018. I have referred W3C website for getting this data. There is very good article on Web Content Accessibility Guideline by Campbell, Cooper and Kirkpatrick of 2018 that I have used for the literature review. Types of disability. According to the Center of Disease Control and Prevention, there are 6 types of disability, such as cognitive disability, hearing disability, mobility, no vision or low vision disability, self-care, and independent living disability. CDC has provided data of the disabled people who suffers from any of the 6 type of disability in United States of America. CDC states that 11.4% of the people aged between 18 to 40 suffers from cognitive disability. This is the highest ratio. And 4.7% of the people with the same age are visually impaired. I have referred an article given by the CDC for understanding the number of disabled learners and the importance of web accessibility in this context. Accessibility versus usability. Besides accessibility of the web content, it is necessary to evaluate the usability of the same for disabled distant learners. Smith and Basham, one of the article I have used for this literature review. This article on designing online learning opportunity for students with disability. He says that accessibility is the term that is often overused or at the very least misunderstood. Usability term focuses on the type of disability of the learner. The International Organization for Standardization ISO defined the term usability as the extent to which a product can be used by specified users to achieve specified goals with effectiveness, efficiency, and satisfaction in a specified context of use. I have used one of the article by Smith and Bassam as I mentioned earlier for the literature review. Multimodal format of distance learning. There are many techniques have been provided to make different kind of media accessible for all, such as YouTube offers automatic captioning to all the video files. Google is providing accessibility feature in almost all the product. For example, Google Docs includes screen reader and other accessibility feature. Same way, Microsoft is also providing accessibility feature in almost all the product. There is one article I have used for literature review by Heather Murrayfield. She explained these techniques in her article at Accessibility in Online Course Design. She says that accessibility opens up all the web content to all types of learning along with the communication among them. Apart from this article, I have used YouTube website, Google and Microsoft website for getting data about web accessibility implementation in their products. Now, evaluation of effectiveness. There are many ways to evaluate the effectiveness and efficiency of web accessibility in distance learning. Many frameworks available for this purpose. I have referred UDL, that is Universal Design for Learning. This is one of the best framework available. According to the official website of UDL, this is the tool that can be used to design learning experiences that meet the needs of all types of learner. I have used the official website of UDL, that is http udlguidelines.cast.org. In conclusion, increasing number of distance learner with some types of disability needs some attention by educators, facilitators and website developers. There are many tools and techniques have been researched and new innovations have been implemented. But still it is requiring setting out the need of the learners with cognitive disability. Many researchers have been working in this area and we may get new innovation and facility for the distance learner with any kind of disability. This is the list of the articles and web articles I have used for making this literature review. I hope you have enjoyed my presentation. Thank you.